Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to try out this new service that I'm using here. So I'm really excited about that. So for those who don't know me, I'm Taylor, and I am a resident in psychiatry. I also run quite a few podcasts as well. And right now I'm hosting this on my Facebook channel as well as on YouTube. So I'm really excited to try out this new form of live streaming. So yeah, let me just tell you that, I do something called the Happy Doc podcast. And it's an amazing show that I started about 3.5 years ago. The show has been something that's truly changed my life because it's forced me to practice public speaking skills. I've had the opportunity to speak to some amazing guests, not just physicians, but 8 to 9 figure worth entrepreneurs. I've been able to speak to so many people throughout the process of my podcast. And through that process, I've learned so much about what it means to really use digital media, use social media, and just the process of podcasting to learn some amazing amounts of information. Now, because this is live, if at any point anyone has comments, I can see them, and feel free to ask me questions along the way as I'm recording this one. And I'm also going to be posting this to my podcast, The Happy Doc, that you guys can check out. So I'm going to go through a couple of really important points in today's video. And if you guys, have any comments, feedback, questions, I'm trying out live streaming. It's something that's new for me, and I'm definitely a little bit nervous, honestly. So I'm just trying to do this. I'll have a fun time trying this out, and obviously it's a work in process. So the first thing I want to talk about is fear, because this whole live stream I'm doing is about starting today on something that's going to be really important to you. And fear plays a huge role whenever we're trying to do something new. Fear plays an absolute very important role in forcing us to think small, forcing us to feel like we're not able to try something new. And it's absolutely important that we understand that fear is appropriate to be there. And what fear it really means is it's a step that we are doing, and we're going outside of our comfort zones. And it can be really uncomfortable to do something that's new. And right now, I'm actually a little bit uncomfortable because I'm on a live stream. Anything can happen, and it's a little bit scary. And I want to thank whoever put the thumbs up and like this stream. I really appreciate that. It makes me feel good because I'm nervous, and I'm really excited that someone shared that, and I appreciate it. But fear has such a huge role in impacting us and making us feel uncomfortable when we try something new. And the reason is because we're not competent yet. We're not competent, and we don't have the skills yet to feel comfortable. So fear is actually a very reasonable response to something that happens to us when we don't have the skills yet. And that's why it's so important to have coaching. It's important to look up to certain individuals who are doing something that you haven't tried yet, and having the right mentorship to do something that you feel uncomfortable about. It's okay to have fear. Fear is a normal thing when you're nervous about trying something new, but it's absolutely important that we don't make fear so big that we never go for something and we never do something that's good for us or that's going to allow us to get to our personal next level. So I just really wanted to start off by talking about that fear aspect of things. And again, guys, this is live. So if you have any comments or questions or thoughts, feel free. And then again, I appreciate the thumbs up I'm getting on this live stream. Makes me feel super good. So thank you so much for doing that. And I'm going to move on to this next idea, which is starting today. Now, I know that there's so many people that are nervous about trying something new. So for me, initially, I was super afraid of starting a podcast. Today, I'm nervous about doing a live stream because this is a new platform. Literally, this is my first go at this, and I'm learning this thing, and I'm learning it with us right now on live. And I had to practice what I preached in the moment, and I was like, you know what? I need to start today. I need to get comfortable doing live streams. I need to get comfortable speaking on digital media because it's absolutely important. We're going to talk about that as well. But it's absolutely important to start today on whatever new skill you need to practice. Now, in life, unfortunately, you can't think your way through life. You have to actually do things. You have to practice skills in order to succeed. You're not going to be a better programmer if you don't program. You're not going to be a better speaker if you don't speak. You're not going to be a great musician if you don't play music. There's no way around it. You can't pontificate around something. You have to be practicing your skills. And when it comes to what I'm going to get to in a moment, the skills that we need to develop, we have to start today. We have to do today. And often, as I spoke about earlier, that fear is going to play into us not taking the steps that we really need to do in order for us to get to our personal next level. So be versatile, develop new skills. So we are right now in a COVID world. So COVID-19 is amongst us. People who thought they had secure jobs are losing their jobs left and right. People are nervous. People are scared. But right now, as the economy is sort of coning in, as we're getting less comfortable with what's around us, as the world is becoming a little bit more conservative and contained right now, the time is absolutely now, as things have slowed down, to be versatile, to develop new skills, to learn different mediums so that you can protect yourself from the possibility of A, either losing your job, B, losing your income streams, or C, just not having something to do. It's absolutely important for us to all to be active, for us to be able to be the human beings that we are, that have so many amazing skills and so many abilities. And if we don't use what we have, we're going to not only lose our feelings of self-worth, but there's so much potential in each and every one of us. And so by being versatile, by developing new skills, by taking a course, by watching some YouTube videos, by reading the books, by going to Audible and listening to new audiobooks, by watching channels like what you're doing right now when you're listening to this video, you're going to be creating the versatility and developing the new skills to ultimately allow yourself to take whatever it is that you do to the next level. And that's going to lead towards my next point. So the next point here is you need to master digital media. Fortunately or unfortunately, we don't live in a time right now where there is strictly word of mouth. People are living on Instagram, they're living on Twitter, they're living on LinkedIn, they're living on Facebook. Obviously, if you're watching this right now, you're either on Facebook or YouTube because that's where I'm streaming it. So you're living here and you're watching this with me right now. And if you do not master the digital media skills of the 21st century, you are losing a huge opportunity on the table to be where people are living right now. So whatever business you do, whatever skill set you have, if you don't understand the world of podcasting, if you don't understand the world of YouTube, if you don't understand the world of Facebook, if you don't understand how to engage audiences, you are unfortunately putting yourself at a huge risk. You're causing more liability to your family, to your business, to your ability to catch people's attention, because ultimately to be successful in anything, you need to grab people's attention. So you need to have these skills in order to succeed. So this idea that I started off with about starting today is all about getting these skills, developing your ideas, being able to master something like digital media in all the mediums, social media, understanding how to portray yourself in an effective image, understanding branding, understanding business skills. All of these different skills that we can develop over time will make us more versatile. It's going to protect our ability to perform in different areas, perform in different venues. And ultimately, this is today's age of language. This is how people communicate in 2020. People are not grabbing the phone anymore and just making phone calls. People are DMing each other. People are tweeting at other individuals. And of course, we want to take those DMs, take those digital mediums, and then bring people to us and have more personal connections. But it starts digital. And so we really all do need to master this digital media that's ultimately going to bring us the ability to provide value in new ways. So 2020 is all about mastering digital media. Technically, it actually was earlier, but for those who haven't developed the skills yet, whatever it is that you do, developing the skills, starting today is absolutely the most important thing that you need to do. Start learning something, develop the practice of consistently and persistently engaging and learning something new. Start today to learn all of these skills, because fortunately or unfortunately, this is what's happening right now. So as you're watching this stream, it's absolutely important that you pay attention to even what I'm doing right now, engaging online, because these skills are absolutely important. And like I've said earlier, it is what is going to take you to the next level. So I want to say thank you for everyone to tuning in to this live stream. I'm trying to get better at this thing. I'm literally also at the beginning. I wouldn't claim to be a master in terms of live streaming. I'm learning this skill as I go too, and I'm using a new service. So I'm really excited to do this. I'm very nervous that I'm putting this out there, but it is super fun and I'm enjoying this process. So if you guys ever want to reach out to me, comment on the videos. I'm going to be doing live streams with different guests through my podcast, The Happy Doc. And because I do podcasting, I do want to say that we are starting a podcast masterclass through SoMe Docs, or Doctors on Social Media Facebook group. So if you are a professional, if you are a physician, if you're just someone who's interested in starting a podcast, please go to the Doctors on Social Media page and you'll find links to sign up to our masterclass to learn more about podcasting. It's not an essential skill, but I'll tell you this much. It's a skill that's ultimately going to provide dividends. I can tell you right now, it's absolutely changed my life. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for listening and watching this stream. I'm also going to be posting this on my own podcast. And I want to appreciate everyone's time today. I hope you have an amazing weekend and a great week. And I hope to see you soon on different streams. Take care, guys.